Alright guys, today we're going to look at 6.8, so we're going to use tree diagrams and the conditional probability that we learned before. And we're going to put it together. So a recent Maryland highway safety study found that 77% of all accidents the driver was wearing a safety belt or a seat belt. Okay, so 77% were, so that means that 23% weren't. Accidents indicated that 92% of those drivers escaped serious injury. Okay, that means 8% were injured that did have seatbelts on, but only 63% were okay that didn't wear seatbelts. So that means that 37% were injured. Now, we have the numbers written out here to the side for each branch being multiplied out. So it's 0.77 times 0.08 is this number. 0.77 times 0.92 is this number. I'm really not in love with the font that the person used that made this because the numbers look kind of funky. But it's okay. We will work with it. So, what's the probability that a driver who was seriously injured wasn't wearing a seatbelt? Okay, so let's think about what's given. So we know that that person was seriously injured. Okay, so this is given. And we know that so what's the probability that they weren't wearing a seatbelt? So what this would look like is this down here. Not wearing a seatbelt given that they were injured. So the way that we would work this is we would do the probability that they're not belted and injured over the probability that they're injured. Okay, so not belted and injured, let's see how we're going to do this. We'll do not belted and injured first. Not belted and injured is this. Okay, so that's 0.0851. Okay. Now, on the bottom, we have to trace out all the injured parties. So we need to do this one and this one. So we're going to take the 0.0616 and the 0.0851. So it was nice that they multiplied it for us, but what we would have done is take this times this, and that would have given us this. And then this times this would have given us this, and we would add it just like the last unit. So let's see what we get. Alright, so 0.0616 plus 0.0851. And that's going to give me 0.1467. And on top we have that 0.0851. So we do 0.0851 divided by that last number that we just got, and we would have 0.58 because that's 0, 0. So that would mean 58% chance that the person injured wasn't wearing a seatbelt. Okay. So only 23% of the drivers aren't wearing seatbelt, but they make up 58% of all deaths and serious injuries. So wear your seatbelt. Okay, so if you don't want to use a tree diagram, you can use Bayes' rule. I don't think you want to do that at all. That's just silliness. So just draw the tree. Yay. So that's all the lesson for today, legitimately. So if you have any questions, let me know. And I hope you have a good day.